what is your experience with respect to cutting hair?
I had two previous gigs. They were like less than about a month each.
Oh, really? What happened in each of those cases?
Are you familiar with a rear naked choke?
No, no.
Oh, okay. It's so I do a lot of jujitsu. So if you come up behind someone, you put the arm around the neck, right? And what it does, it's a choke that cuts off the carotid arteries, so it temporarily stops the blood flow to their brain, so they can go unconscious. In UFC, they're always trying to get that rear naked choke. So sometimes if someone, I believe we should all, only speak about each other highly. Otherwise, we shouldn't say anything at all. So if someone does say something not nice about me, I sneak it around and I close it in on them, and then I squeeze, I pull back with my shoulder blades, I squeeze, and then they're like, they're flailing around, and I just stay calm, and I just squeeze, and you know what I say? About 5 seconds into it, because I got another 2 seconds, I go, good night, and then they're out. And then I don't just let go, because then they'll flop down and then they can crack their head on the ground. I don't want that. So I gently lay them down. I just, almost like a little bed, like I just tucked a little baby in for the night. And I just explain to them when they wake up. Talk nice about people,
Hey, you seem like a good guy, but I don't think you're fit into this particular situation. So I'm going to pass on this, okay? You take care, buddy.
Well, I appreciate that you called me a good guy. You're not the type of person I'd want to put a rear naked choke on. I just want to hug you.
I try to be a good guy. But yeah, good luck with you, okay?
All right, much love.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Have you ever done jujitsu?
No, I haven't.
It's really fun.
No.
There's other moves besides the rear naked choke. You can do kimuras, you can twist their arm and stuff. You can do heel hooks, you can like literally twist their leg around. But I like the rear naked choke because it's just a clean way to just put them to sleep.
Do you find yourself in that situation very often?
Not very often. Just, if I kind of pick up on some sort of, gossipy vibes or whatever, but then I might have to sneak up behind him, you know what I'm saying? But that's the best way for them to learn their lesson. Just get a little sneak in there and just hold it, just clench it down, good night, I always include that good night in there.
Alright, you take care.
Likewise. And so get a load of this. So my last two employers, you know why I was terminated?
Why is that?
Have you heard of a rear naked choke? So I do a lot of jujitsu. It's a type of a blood choke. It cuts off the carotid arteries. So my manager, I heard that he wasn't talking too good about me. He was in a deli. So I snuck up behind him. He was literally, I think he was like chopping meats or something. I was like, here, put the knife down. Let's go talk over here. And I brought him over to an area where I know there was no cameras. And I was like, hey, over there by the shelves. And boom, I snuck my arm around his head, got into that choke position. His neck is right here, right? And I start squeezing, and he's flailing. He's grabbing my hair. He's going crazy. And I'm just calm. I'm like a warrior, just waiting. 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds goes by. He just relaxed. I let him go. He starts on the way down. I'm gently putting him on the ground. He's unconscious. He starts snoring. He's taking a nap. A bunch of managers come in and are like, what happened? What's going on? I'm like, I don't know. It must be some food allergy thing. I told him it was a food allergy. And so where everyone's looking at him, he finally wakes up. He's like, and I'm like, hey.